Parents are just parents. Why guardianship is not ownership, and souls must remain free. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is Birth and Death, the Soul Portal series. Let's decode the word parents. Parents. Two individuals temporarily entrusted with the care of a soul. Not owners, not controllers, not spiritual masters, just stewards. In spiritual law, no one owns a child. The soul that comes through you does not belong to you. It belongs to its creator. You may have birthed the body, but the soul is on loan from the divine. You are there to protect, guide, and support that soul's unfolding, not shape it in your image. But let's be honest, modern parenting doesn't reflect that. Parenting today has become possession. The child is branded with the last name. Their photos are posted, their identities are assigned, they are scheduled, tested, judged, and funneled through systems, all before they even know who they are. The state treats them as wards, and sometimes, so do the parents. But here's the truth. Spiritual guardianship is not about ownership. It's about protection without projection. It's about holding space for a sovereign being, not controlling them like property. Let's talk about the subtle ways ownership shows up. Choosing a name that matches the family brand, not the soul's resonance. Enforcing religious or political identities without asking alignment. Violating consent in the name of raising them right. Assuming authority over their path rather than listening to it. We've been conditioned to believe that just because we gave birth, we have the right to direct every move. But in truth, the child is not ours. They are entrusted to us. That's why we're called guardians, not owners. Let's reframe the role of the parent as an energetic assignment. You are there to protect the light, not shape it. You are there to honor the blueprint, not overwrite it. You are there to ask permission, not assume control. Even God gives free will. Why do humans think they shouldn't? Now, what happens when a parent misuses that role? When ownership overrides guardianship, the child's field gets entangled. They begin to question their own inner knowing. They take on fear that doesn't belong to them. They form guilt bonds instead of soul bonds. And by adulthood, they struggle to find their voice, because it was always drowned out by someone else's expectations. We must break this cycle. If you are a parent or plan to be, here's how to shift. Ask your child before decisions are made about their body or environment. Speak to their soul out loud, not baby talk, real recognition. When discipline is needed, lead with alignment, not fear. When naming your child, ask, is this name aligned with who this soul came to be? Say to them, you are not mine. You came through me, not from me. I will guide your path, but not hijack your purpose. And if you were the child in that scenario, claimed, controlled, silenced, you can release that contract now. Speak aloud. I revoke the belief that I was ever owned. I am a soul, not a product. My path is divine, not dictated. I forgive those who tried to shape me, and I now shape myself. Because ownership is a control mechanism, and the soul cannot thrive where it is controlled. You don't own your child. You rent the role, and your success isn't in how obedient they are. It's in how radiant they become. The world doesn't need more programmed people. It needs fully expressed souls. So if you're a parent, act like a guardian. And if you're a child grown into an adult, reclaim your freedom. Because you were never meant to be owned. You were meant to be seen, guided, honored, and released to rise. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Soul series, where we go beyond the surface of self-help, beyond the noise of the mind, and straight to the intelligence of the soul. This is not a motivational series. This is a remembrance. A return to the part of you that never forgot why you came here, even when the world tried to make you forget. If you've been searching for your purpose, your clarity, your power, not just on paper, but on a soul level, this is the series that delivers it. We're not playing small here. This is spiritual science meets divine design, a roadmap for awakening, alignment, and mission. Here's what's inside. Soul Game. Discover your purpose by design. Life is not random. It's a map, and your soul came in with a blueprint. In this module, we dive deep into the soul's architecture, why you're here, what you're built for, and how to stop surviving and start living by design. This isn't a guessing game. It's your coded mission. Soul surgery, the work of iconic soul surgeons. You've heard of heart surgery. But soul surgery? That's legacy work. This session explores the sacred role of soul surgeons, those who guide others through identity death and spiritual rebirth. We break down how true soul-level transformation happens and why it's the most powerful healing work on earth. Soul portals, life, death, and iconic transitional moments. Every soul enters and exits through a portal, but most people miss it. This module teaches you how to recognize soul portals, births, deaths, awakenings, relationship ruptures, and treat them as sacred rituals, not random chaos. This is where real magic lives. In the thresholds, miracles are real. You've been trained to believe in logic, but the soul operates through synchronicity, serendipity, and sudden shifts. This lesson rewires your mind to expect the impossible, because when your soul is aligned, the universe responds. We break down real miracles, real patterns, and how to become a magnet for the miraculous. right sight, perception, and reality. The world you see is not the only world there is. This powerful teaching dives into the mechanics of spiritual perception, how your lens creates your life. You'll learn how to reprogram your sight to align with truth, not trauma. Because when you see clearly, you create cleanly. In-tune soul, sensory intelligence, and inner feedback systems. Your soul is always speaking. The problem is, most people have been trained to ignore it. In this module, we decode the human feedback systems, the energetic chills, the gut pulls, the emotional radar that lets you know what's true. You'll learn how to tune in with surgical precision and follow your soul in real time. This isn't spiritual fluff. This is soul-level precision training for the modern mystic. Whether you're in a rebirth, a dark night, or finally ready to step into what you really came here to do, the Soul series will take you there. This is the map for the ones who were never meant to fit in, because they were meant to lead. If you've been waiting for your signal, this is it. The Soul series is open now. Your soul remembers. Now it's your time to remember too. Let's move.